To.
All right, bro.
I need to be talked off of the ledge. Everyone knows by now I'm a huge Steelers fan. Like, that's my team. I'm riding with my team, all the things. I also am nitpicky and I will pick and prod and all the things.
I guess today I'll be moonlighting as a therapist, but when I'm
Yes.
not in therapy mode, I'm a retired 9-year NFL veteran. Spent 4 years with the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2014 through 2017, the Killer Bee era. And
There it is.
yeah, man, had a ton of fun. Obviously, man, throughout my time here, won a lot of games, man, got close to a championship, AFC championship, but as a whole, man, still love everything black and gold. And like you said, man, around the clock doing content on it, and that's shown through YouTube and everywhere else. So yeah, excited to be here with you though. So let's do this. Let's go.
do it.
Appreciate you again taking some time to jump on the channel, and appreciate the opportunity for letting me jump on your channel as well.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we will do this again in the future, but
We're going to the playoffs.
Let's go.
We're going to the playoffs. Welcome everybody here. And I will be honest, I was thinking about changing our intro. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, this has gotten us this point. So I'm like, we did it. We're going to the playoffs. If you're here and you're in a bad mood, get over yourself. Okay, this is Turn Up Tuesday. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your negativity. I don't care about anything that isn't bringing positivity to us going to the playoffs and winning the AFC North. And before I ask you how you're doing, I just need to say I have a lot of petty things that I will be dropping throughout the show just because that's who I am. And here's the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, and look, Tanisha, for those of us that do like to indulge in Victory Tuesday, for those of us that do like to celebrate AFC North championships, 10 regular season wins, salute y'all, all right? We're going to be having a good old time all week long, because, yeah, we definitely partake. We definitely like to indulge in celebratory things like AFC championships, because let's be real. We said, 2020 was the last time we won, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to act like, oh, all the other years in between then, what was y'all doing? How was we celebrating? We weren't. We was talking bad. We was, hey, do we fire this person today, tomorrow, 2 months from now? You can't get fired on the day you win the division. No. We ain't have to celebrate Black Monday. No. That's for them other coaches out there.
Yeah, it's so great. How are you feeling? How's it been now that we've been AFC North champs for 2 days? How's that been for you?
Well, that's the beautiful part about winning. It makes everything a lot better. So the fact that I still haven't recovered from being out there, voice is still in recovery mode. Me and my little guy, all the fellas that was out there with us, we're still catching up. I still have content I'm supposed to be posting Instagram and YouTube just from the game. And it's like, eventually I'm going to get to it. But that's the beautiful part when you're with everybody that has a lot more free time on their hand. It's because y'all ain't in the postseason, baby.
Right.
Yeah, and look,
that's not my problem.
It felt so good to be busy last night. Like, Tanisha, I was look, we did the panel discussion. It was so good to just be busy. I'm looking at wifey. She's like, you want to put on a TV show? Hey, maybe in a couple weeks from now. Not this week, though. Guaranteed not this week. All right. It just felt good because everybody gets that. You know that. Everybody gets that right now.
Yeah, everybody gets it. And just because like everyone is here and we're all excited, we're fired up. Let me just play this for you.
Drop it.
We love to see it.
Was in her bag.
All day. I got random pictures. I got Mike Tomlin. Like, we're dropping it because you know what? Hey. Some of you are so bitter and so negative that you're listening right now and you can't even say anything because you're like, now what do I do? And I love that for you. I love that for you. So you hold on to these wins and you just stay in the background. Your time will come. Don't worry. And I know that you'll be back in full force. But until then, just listen to all this positivity for the day because we won the AFC North. Period.
Hey, straight like that. And like you said, this is the fun part too, because for everybody that's been waiting been hoping for it to fail. It's like, man, I know y'all had a long regular season. 10 of them wins, AFC North champs. I know y'all been waiting. So now you're like, all right, it's postseason time. Now we got them. Hey, I'm with you. Unless you win the Super Bowl, we know of all the 14 teams, only one of them are going to feel happy when it's all said and done. So, hey, we all in it. But the beautiful part is, Tanisha, it's a lot of teams that don't even get the chance to go be great. It's a lot of teams that don't even get the chance to compete, to have that confetti rain on you. And we got our ticket punched. Tanisha, we get a chance to do it at the crib. We got a home game. Come on now.
And we were supposed to finish last. The worst roster, the oldest quarterback, the oldest this. Everyone's old. We're washed. We're terrible. We don't have a chance. How could we ever? I'm sorry. We just won the AFC North, and I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. Absolutely nobody believed that the Steelers were going to win the AFC North and get in the playoffs. No one thought that. So
don't you stop right there, though. Don't you stop right there, because if I remember correctly, Arthur Smith is the worst OC. He's like Matt Canada 2.0. Terrell Austin, what are you doing? Like, come on, you're the worst ever. Pat Myers supposed to have been fired 10 years ago before we even hired him, because the O-line I just don't know what's going on with these guys, right?
Sounds like a personal problem.
Man.
Sounds like a personal problem. And I have been, because listen, I am a football fan. That is what I do. So I watch a ton of content. But boy, when I tell you the amount of content I've been watching for the Ravens right now, it's so funny to me that they're having similar conversations that our fans were trying to have before the game was played. Like before the game was played. It's just a reminder in life that, like, you have a choice. You can either choose to just trust the process, pay attention to what's going on, stay focused, or you can just go the opposite direction and try to be first. But now all those people look like clowns. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oops. Oopsie.
Yeah. Hey, man.
The Browns did us in. Whoops.
Look. It was the Bills. It was the Browns. This is bad. This is incompetent. This is just malpractice, man. Yeah. Sell the team, fire everyone. Like, come on now. Who would have thought that they would find a way to have 10 regular season with low? Because I thought it was going to be, was it 9-7, right, or 8-1, right? Isn't that what it's supposed to be? Yeah. I mean, I'm actually
surprised
9-8. We're supposed to be 9-8. Yeah, supposed to be 9-8, 8-1. Yeah.
I'm actually shocked that we won a game. Like, I'm actually just shocked. So I just love this for us. I love this space. I love that we get to, that's why I was telling people, like, you have be excited when your team wins. We know what it's like to lose. Don't be excited when we win. Yeah. We have an amazing opportunity. Somebody asked in the comment section, we're not talking about the Houston Texans until tomorrow. Today, we're talking about the Ravens, okay? We beat them. Like, we're talking about King Henry. Ooh, King Henry. Like, we're talking about the
Jackson, Zay Flowers. Like, we're not just gonna bypass a big victory the same way when we lose. I guarantee if we lose on Monday night, y'all not gonna want to hurry past that. No. Y'all gonna want to talk about that every single day for the next 10 years. So y'all gonna hear this. We're gonna enjoy this dub. I'm gonna enjoy it today. I'm gonna enjoy it tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy it the day after that, the day after that. Heck, I'm gonna enjoy it all the way up till Monday at about 8:19 p.m. After that, all right, now it's time to roll. But other than that, I'm gonna enjoy it because, Tanisha, I'm a washed guy who's biased too, so I'm gonna really be extra washed without having to do anything and be over the top.
They're paying you to be like this.
Listen, Tanisha, not only did we get to watch that game, not only did I get to work it, I got compensated to be out there too. So it was just icing on the icing. You feel me? It was extra icing because I already got the cake. So it was icing on icing on icing. So
I love that.
Shout out to Here We Go Steelers. We even got a new terrible towel. It was like just cuz, man. All right, just get another one.
I love it. Let's go. And I need to clarify something. The players need to be 100% focused on the Houston Texans. The players are focused on the Houston Texans. I'm a fan. I don't have to live by these standards that once we win, we get over it, we move on to the next. No, the hell we don't. We do not move on to the next. We celebrate and we talk about it. We're not moving on.
Because let's be real. When the players are preparing and the players are speaking with this unmovable confidence and this belief, y'all don't share that belief. Y'all very much try to find every reason to refute it and to act like they're crazy for believing, for having optimism, for when you even watch Mason Rudolph on the sideline after Bob's missed the field goal and he says over to Aaron Rodgers, he's going to miss it.
He's going to miss
and
it.
Everybody, but every fan and media is like, no, you're crazy to even think that, to even speak like that, to even have this type of optimism. If you have that, you have black and gold goggles on, right? Mm-hmm. That's the way that it's talked about on the front end. So yeah, man, let fans fan it, let players play it, and that's how we're gonna rock out. I'm just communicating as the washed guy that I don't have to do that side, so I'm gonna enjoy this side a lot more.
Nobody, like, what do you know? Like, what do you know? And before we went live, somebody became a member on my channel, so I need to acknowledge.
We about to get the Tanisha video. Let's go.
So, James, thank you for becoming a member. I hope you enjoy all the loveliness that is being a member on my channel, because there's a lot there. And because of that, here is a thank you. Hey. So I appreciate you for becoming a member, so thank you. If you want to become a member on my channel or on Moats' channel, I will drop the link here. And yes, if you are wondering, I do have the Arthur Moats video. I have it.
You see that right there?
I do have it.
Y'all see the multi-layeredness of it? Like you said, she always gives you options, guys, okay?
I do have
options.
Well, I do have options.
Remember this, okay? Yeah.
But if you want to become a member, we got his too. So, and I haven't seen it in a while. So I dropped his in the chat, and then I'll drop mine. And then the other thing I wanted to say, I wanted to put this comment on the screen about the. It's a great comment. It's a loving comment. Where is it? Gotta find it. Smash the like button. It's free. Really fun emotes. Congratulations to the Steelers. This is very important because he is a Cowboy fan, a Dallas Cowboy fan. You know, anytime you get love, from another team's fan base, we're sharing it. Okay. So thank you, Bird, for saying that. Shout out to you. We appreciate you. So thank you so much for that. Shout out to GP
as well, man. We got some Cowboy love. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah. I am super. Okay. Oh, and don't worry. We have the questions, okay? We have the questions, because this week the questions are going to get interesting, because I think we might have a debate on our hands. And so I'm looking forward to the questions. So we'll get to that. But before we get to the questions, and I'll explain the questions. But before we get to the questions, I want to shout out our research and development department.
Salute him.
Research and development department is the comment section of our videos, okay? And our research and development section, our department, looked up this stat for us, and I need to talk about this stat. We need to indulge in this, because
wait a minute,
this was a good one. So it says, just for fun. If you can't see the screen, I'll read it. It says, just for fun, weekly stat from ST, because we all know I love stats by this point. In their last 4 games, the Steelers have allowed 8 yards combined in the third quarter. Miami, -20. Lions, -3. Browns, 18 yards. Ravens, 13 yards. Second half adjustments. Apparently, we do have good coaches. You know, one of the things I love about this is the research and the effort. The second thing I love about this is I was told King Henry was going to run all over us over and over and over and over. I don't even like Kings. I don't even know, like, what happened? Y'all trusted Harbaugh more than you trusted Tomlin. Shame on you. So yeah, what do you think about that stat? I think that stat is remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. For me, I think it shows a couple of things. Number one, with the was that Chris DMV, shout out to the homie, he put up there though that it showed the coaching adjustments. It's important because, yes, as we say, man, first half to second half, things will change. Even though at times we might feel, hey man, this is sucky, this is this. That's why we bring up that context. And when you think about some of these games, even the ones that we've lost, it's like, dude, we're still coming out of the half really well. Yep. The thing that I also think flows with it is this. Offensively, if you think about it, when do we start heating up? Last drive of the second quarter, then that third quarter. So you're also getting rested defense not having to play a multitude of snaps during that period also. So I look at that and I'm like, yeah, that definitely tracks, man, 100%.
Got it. I also like that it's almost like everything everybody says about us is actually just like not true. And
Yeah.
it's weird how
Like, it's
how
funny how
people
that
start
works.
these narratives and everybody believes the narratives, and I'm like, but the
Mhm.
proof is showing you that that's not true. It's actually just not true. And every game
Mhm.
I feel like it's happened where somebody's like, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers is calling the plays, he's calling the plays, he's calling the plays. Then all of a sudden Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers can't hear, and all of a sudden he's calling timeouts because he's not calling plays.
Mhm.
Like
No.
that was all a lie.
Back-to-back timeouts, and everybody's freaking out. Like, what? Why are you doing this all of a sudden? Like, oh, you mean that they actually work together? They actually
what a concept.
communicate, and who would have thought?
Yeah. And people were like, Mike Tomlin, all he does is stand there on the sideline. He doesn't do anything all game. And this game, all we saw on TV was him going around, like firing everybody up, getting in their faces, doing all the things. And I'm like, oh, but I thought he just stood there with his headset on. This is getting interesting. So.
Tanisha, we even used our timeouts like on time. Like, I'm looking like even though we didn't score to end the half, I'm like, yo, we actually like was using these, like we banged that with us. Like, what? Who is this man? Tanisha, we went for it on 4th down at like on our own 40, like in first series. It's like, yo, bro, hey, bro, hey, coach, are you good? You tripping or we tripping? Or this is tonight?
Yeah.
We on tonight.
So you're learning. Okay. Because remember in the offseason, that was the one thing you and I were like, all right, now listen, clock management, we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Like,
clock management has historically been his issue, and being a little bit more on the conservative side with 4th downs. We're seeing this year, if not any year has shown, this year, as aggressive as he has been, that narrative is like, no, man, that. They're going for it. Their own side of the field, doesn't matter. First quarter, second quarter, end of the game, they're playing aggressive in that sense. And I think that is important when you're talking about putting more pressure on opponents' defenses. As a defender, man, when you have to defend that 4th play, there isn't a feeling where you're just like, oh, yeah, man, this is easy. Nah, man, it's like, dude, if they get this, it's a whole another 4 plays about to get ready to defend it. Anything can happen. And it's just like, they're also going to bring out one of their best players or one of the plays that they feel the most confident in, because this is a weightier down, right? It is a possession play. So all of those things factor in. So just seeing, Coach Tomlin's evolution to understand that part of it, regardless of the outcomes, is still massive because of what it does to that defense. It stresses you out. It makes you have to mentally go through it again, physically get out there and line. Even if you don't snap it, Tanisha, when you have to line up out that thing and they going through that cadence and everybody act like, oh yeah, he ain't gonna snap that ball, and then he does snap it, or they're like, yo, they're really gonna snap it, but then they don't snap it. Do you know emotionally, like mentally, when you're like, bro, that is one of the most stressful situations. And then when it's done and it's like, all right, they didn't snap it. Yeah, now we super hyped, but at the same time, you're like, whew, that was kind of crazy, bro. It was doing a lot.
I can see that.
Yeah. So all of that goes into it. So yeah, but that's, once again, if you're a coach, that's evolution. That's, hey, can you evolve with the times? Has the game passed him by? These are certain indicators that we can point to and tangibly say, no, it has not. He is still right where he needs to be.
Got it. Yeah. And I just love that he's evolving, because that's always been my thing with him, is I'm like, all that is great, but now I need you to do that next thing. Can we be a little bit more aggressive here? Can we do a little bit? Now I'm like, he's going for it on the 40. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go. And it's funny because at this point, when he doesn't get it, I'm not even upset, because I'm like, I appreciate the effort of the desire to want to do something new. I love it. I love it for us. I love it for him. And shout out to Coach Tomlin. Just shout out to that man. And
I'll also say this.
Okay.
Going back to the evolution part of it, he is also, when he's doing that, it's not just trying to stress and put pressure on the opponent's defense. He's also letting our defense knows that, man, regardless of what's going on, I still trust you, because you're not going to go for it without also having to think of the other side of that coin.
Sure.
I know we typically just think of, oh, you go for it because you're going to get it. There's the other side of that equation that, you're going to put your defense on this field, and you could have them in a very compromised situation. Yeah. So when you're making that decision, you have to know with confidence, man, my defense can either hold them to a field goal, or they're going to get me out of this thing without, it being too much damage.
Yeah.
That's the other side of that equation that not a lot of people factor in. And that's traditionally where we have lived. we've lived on just, man, we're going to make, we'll get the stop here and just live off of your guys' mistakes. Yeah. Now we're entertaining, or we're venturing into more of that. Hey, we're going to be more aggressive, but that's also showing that, hey, man, he really trusts what these guys are doing defensively, or at least their ability to take the ball away, or, minimize the damage in certain situations.
Right. I have two questions, or one question and then one comment. The comment is, yes, chat, I agree. We need to bring the priest back. Okay. He 100% needs to be there on whatever he did on Sunday. I need him there at the same time, same thing on Monday. Full stop. I don't even understand, period. That call should have already been made. He should just be there. Thank you. So let's just get that out of the way. So shout out to that man. I hope to see him on video, whatever, when he gets there on Monday. So great. I'm excited for
Mandatory.
That.
Mandatory.
Yeah. Second thing is, can anybody in the chat let me know if you guys still want to complain about Hayward wanting more money, if you want to cut Highsmith and trade him, if you think Pat Freiermuth should be let go, if you like any of those things that I just mentioned.
Wait a minute. And Connor Hayward, man. Yeah, I know that Make-A-Wish.
Hayward.
Yeah, that's the Make-A-Wish guy. Come on, man.
Let me know if any of those four things. So we have Connor Hayward that should be on the chopping block because he's on only our team because his brother. We have Cam Hayward, who's too old, who doesn't really add any value to this team anyway because he's so old. He doesn't need more money. He doesn't deserve more money.
I can't believe he would ask for more money. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year. He's supposed to be giving his money away. Like, what are you doing?
To charity. Yeah, I don't even know why he wants to support us. It's ridiculous.
Like, what?
Let me know if you all also want to give away Highsmith, because that was the other guy that we were like, absolutely not. We don't really need that guy. Yeah. And Freiermuth. Let me know if you still want to cut Pat Freiermuth. Just let me know in the chat, because, that was the going conversation early in the year when all of you were getting anxious and impatient. So just let us know how you feel about those four guys on this team right now. And let me know what you think and how you feel. That would be great.
Hey, talk that talk. I love it. Let's go.
No. I recall that you wanted Russ over Aaron. No, I did never wanted Russ over Aaron. I said Justin Fields. So if you're going to say it, at least get it. And I never wanted anybody over Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm about to say, let's clarify that too, because
I never wanted anybody over Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we're not going to allow them to shift that narrative. The Justin Fields and Russell Wilson conversation was because for a whole 2 months, it was the debate between which one of those we would re-sign before we would even open up for agency, because we didn't want both of them to hit the market. It was, we're going to decide on one and the other guy doesn't.
One or the other.
Both of those guys that have hit the market, that's when Aaron Rodgers became a part of it. And that was for sure when a lot of narratives started to shift. But nah, don't try that one, man. It was never I want this over that. Nah.
Yeah. And
so Rodgers wasn't even available at one point during this, because he was still in the contract with the Jets. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So we have a super chat from AJ Martinez.
AJ. Shout out.
Here comes the negativity, because we can't have any great things in life. It says, so we should have lost, but now we better run the table and beat Houston. We beat Denver. We possibly lose the Super Bowl anyways. Take the points. The D leaking.
Oh, you don't want the D to be leaking.
You don't. That would be terrible.
AJ, that's a bad problem, bro. You don't know leaky D, bro. No. Can't go for it, AJ. You know I love you, AJ. You know me, but no, we don't want no leaky D, bro. No.
I love that. I absolutely.
No, you don't love it. You don't love that. You don't love the leaky D. No, we do. Nobody at any. No, we are not going for leaky D. All right, let's just nip that in the bud now. Okay, just nah, ever. Just stop it.
I love this show.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Anything at any moment. We are winners. Okay. Why are we talking about any negativity? We are winners.
Or leaky D. AJ, who brings up leaky D? Why are we talking about leaky D? It's a Victory Tuesday. Can we leave all leaky D comments for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks from now? All right. We will talk leaky D the second week of February. Valentine's weekend, we'll talk leaky D. We don't want to talk about no leaky D today. Come on, man. It's 11:30 in the morning on the East Coast. Leaky D. I ain't talking about no leaky D. Come on, man.
That's funny.
Leaky D.
Let me reset this. Let me reset the show with a picture. Here you go. All right, baby. This is our reset. This is our show reset. Anytime this picture hits the screen, we are resetting because we are the AFC North champs. Okay.
Love the white confetti. Love the confetti in the background. Oh, chef's kiss. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Let's go. Ooh, he gifted a membership. I get to play your video. Woo. Okay. All right. So I am going, I can't see who got it. So we're in StreamYard. We cannot see who got the membership. Yeah. All we see is that there was a membership. So
shout whoever got that homie though, man.
Whoever got that membership, congratulations. Moats posts some lovely behind the scenes stuff. He posts all kinds of stuff that you can enjoy. And without further ado, everyone get ready. It's coming. And now. We love it. We love it.
Shout
out,
out,
Thank you so
man.
much for gifting that membership. We love to see it. And
absolutely. Do appreciate you.
So fun. And so we have another super chat. And then after the super chat, I will get to our questions that everybody is here to see and to understand how we feel about this team. So the first one is $1.99 super chat from King Cam. Okay. King Cam.
Shout out to King Cam.
I'm not going to say
Memphis.
It says, can Will Howard benefit if Aaron comes back?
So, you want to hit that first or you want me to hit it?
No, you got it.
All right. So, yes and no. Yes, he can benefit because when you're around a professional, a guy that has done this and has done it at such a high level consistently, there are certain things that he naturally will do that you're going to just pick up on. The way he watches tape, certain things that he's going to naturally look for when he's in that meeting room, and he's going to say, hey, man, that safety keeps doing this, man. I don't believe that it's going to be this because such and such and such, or because I've seen this. That is how will be improving. That is how will be getting more understanding of how to mentally dissect, mentally pre-snap versus post-snap. Man, they're going to be very ambiguous. Okay, well, look, when they do that, man, quick snap it, man. Don't allow them to feel like they're in control by their disguise. That's how, Aaron Rodgers returning could help Will. Now, how it could not benefit Will is the game reps. You need both. I need to be in the classroom. I need to have the walkthroughs. I need to hear you talk about it. I need to see you point it out. You need to have me on the notebook, on the chalkboard. We need to talk about it in front of the full meeting room so we can simulate what that pressure feels like, all of these different things. But now I need you to also actually go out there on the football field and execute it, because that's a different element to it when now you're actually physically having to do it, when the static nature of pictures, the static nature of it being paused, the just no anxiety when you're sitting in the room versus when you're actually out there on the field and it's like, yo, my vision is a little bit obscured because I have a helmet on. Okay, man, that guy 20 yards down the field doesn't look the same when I'm on the same level as him versus when I'm watching it from a top-down camera angle view. So all of those things, you can't get those reps if Aaron Rodgers does return. So that's the back and forth. But from Coach Thomas' perspective, the need to continue to win outweighs the need for Will Howard to have an opportunity to develop perfectly. So Aaron Rodgers, if he's available to come back, you're going to put him out there. You're going to roll with that because he gives you your best chance to win. And now for Will Howard, the onus goes back on him. If you're a professional, man, you figure out how to develop. You figure out if I got to stay after for an hour to get extra reps by myself. If I need to come an hour early in the morning to get throwing sessions, maybe, okay, I'm going to go and work with I'm going to take every practice squad rep. I want to take all those practice squad reps with all those receivers. I'm going to throw to every one of those guys. And they're going to be my game day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the ways that he can also be developing without it necessarily being the perfect scenario where everything is, all right, let's put it all in place exactly how you need it. And now you can figure it out. Man, there's probably 1% of those guys at this level that get that type of treatment. Rodgers is one of them. Big Ben, right? The superstars, right? The rest of us, man, you have AB didn't become this like icon of all this around him until 5-6 years in of him grinding, busting his tail. Then it became you get all the resources and accommodations. But before then, it's like, yo, you got to figure that thing out. You got to figure out how to get those reps mentally and physically. And that's the part where we'll look and see, okay, a year or two from now, was Will Howard a professional or was he just a pro?
Well, And on that, we will say, so now AJ Martinez has turned. Now he has turned. Okay. You listen, you know what this show is. Okay. You know that there are certain things that you cannot say on this show. It happens to me all the time. Okay. I say the most random things. And everyone's like, pause. So, hey, you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay?
AJ, I'm not mature. I'm not mature. Yo, I don't know why people, he's so mature. I'm the most childish. Like, if you say it, I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna joke, I can't help it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, very childish, man.
The defense is leaking oil. LOL. Dirty nice. I mean, I kind of like the term dirty nice a little bit. I mean, talk to me. I mean, what was that?
Getting a little aggressive for the playoffs, a little wild card.
Nice. Yeah.
I see you.
Definition of dirty nice, exactly. I think I like that. So, hey, shout out to you. Guess well. So it is time for our questions of the week. So let me preface this 1,000 times and people will still be like, what the F is going on? So
you know it.
There are questions that have been super chatted to us. We are now on week 9 or 8 or whatever of asking these questions every week after the Steelers game. So these were super chatted by our lovely supporters. And if you ever want, your question on a sticky, it's got to be a good one though, because we only put the good ones on the sticky. Okay. So on the sticky, everything is sticky. We like sticky things. So here's the time. All right. So were we competitive in this game?
Yes. I would say very competitive, actually, from start to finish. Yes.
Yeah. I love that. I agree. I also think we were competitive even when it didn't look good, even when it was kind of like, oh gosh, I thought we remained competitive. So I'll give us that.
I'll say the other part of the competitive thing is when I think of at the end of the game, and not just the field goal missing part. The Zay Flowers, that first touchdown that he scored in the fourth quarter. I mean, that if you're not going to compete, that right there was a kill shot. That was it, dude. Yeah. Then you come back, score again, and then boom, another. It's like, holy,
coming back.
Plenty of reasons to check out. Heck, Derrick Henry, first play of the game. It's like, bro, granted it got called back, but it's like, bruh, oh my gosh, that's what we're on. Plenty of reasons throughout second quarter, end of the half, right? We get stopped at the goal line. Game was like, man, but they just kept responding. So just to piggyback on you saying that, hey, even when it didn't work out or it didn't look good, it was like, they were still out this thing. It kept responding, kept coming back. So I'm with you.
Got it. AJ Martinez, we'll get to that here in a minute. Actually, it's a good time for that. You're on the right kind of timing. So AJ Martinez, El Professor, shout out. Love to the GOAT chat, GOAT host. I know that's right. With the most, aka most. Let's go Steelers. Yeah, I gotta watch my mouth. LOL, sticky. Yes, let's go. Welcome back. See, now you're back. And you're back. Welcome back. We appreciate you.
Did you really say sticky mouth? Did you? Come on, man. What we doing over here, man?
Sticky. I don't know what I said.
AJ.
Sticky. This is sticky. Yes, let's go. Hey,
I was like, you gotta watch this mouth. I was like, Lord. I was like, man, we just turned up, man. We are turned to the max. Yeah.
This is the football version of this show that we do every week. Okay,
you love it.
Week,
love to see it.
We're talking about football. And we're recapping our Steelers-Ravens game. We're talking football, all things football. And the good thing is when we talk about football, nothing is off limits. We're going to talk about football because our people in the chat want to hear us talk about football. So we get in there. We get in there.
Technically, Tanisha, it is our obligation because our team has a very important game coming up. Our team isn't in Cancun. They haven't had to book flights, ship cars, get the perfect bathing suits. No. We still are in working mode. We still got to have on the big boy coats because we're hosting a game in Pittsburgh. News for Tanisha, I stay in Pittsburgh. It's cold up here. It's going to be even colder on Monday night, okay? It was pretty daggone cold on Sunday. I think I've finally thawed out from Sunday. It's freezing. Okay. So we still got workflow. Okay. But yeah. So, shout out to everybody that does have to work that day. Shout out if your team is working today, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe on both channels. Only if your team is working today, all right? Because there's a lot of teams out here that are not working. If your coach is still employed today, hit the like button, because there's some coaches out here, they ain't employed no more, man. All right, shout out to them. I wish them nothing but the best. But it was a time where my guy was being called for. Hey. So I'm just like, you got to shout that stuff out on occasion, man.
I love that. And if you are not happy that we're happy,
we do not care.
Hey, hit the like button for that as well. Subscribe. Lord have mercy. You in your bag. I dig it. I like when you get petty. Especially when it's not directed to me. Shout out to petty. I love it. When it's not directed to me, I'm all for that. Petty it up. Get him again, Tanisha. Hit him again. Did you know that guy you just put up there? Do you know he has
how many wins does he have?
93 regular season. Like that is 9th all time. It ties it with the Steelers' all-time most winningest head coach, which was Chuck Noll. Oh my God! Like. But the thing that's crazy is this: it's only been 19 seasons, and he don't got a lot of losses either.
Wait, are you talking about this coach? This one?
Listen, Tanisha, you know that's what you know who I be speaking of, Tanisha. You know who I be talking about when I be talking. I'm just like, I'm just looking like,
okay.
Interesting.
I love that for us.
So every time I see you drop that visual, it reminds me. I'm like, man, 19 seasons, 193 wins. The man only got 114 losses in the regular season. I'm like, you would think the way that we talk about these wins is if like, it's gonna be. I thought it should be 193 and like 192. Right. Right about 500.
By the way he's playing, you would think because he's so bad. He's so bad.
It's average. Was it mediocre, Mike? Man, losing season champ, man. Just the average king, man. So I just figured like it would say that, not what I just read off, which was 193 wins and only 114 losses. I'm like, man, that's interesting. I could dig it, but it's interesting. That's so
crazy. Yeah. It's so crazy. So let's get back to this. So we have a few super chats have rolled in. We'll get to the super chats. We need to finish. This is like we gotta finish this.
Wait a minute. Tom J even asked for the playoff record. What? Shoot, what? He actually does have playoff record, man. Let me pull up his wins. He has 8. Wait. 8 playoff wins, 11 playoff losses. Has 2 AFC championships and 1 Super Bowl in there as well. That's a dang. He cooking in the postseason. Actually, yeah. I like, man. Shout out.
I like that.
Hey. Actually, I know he has another Super Bowl, but granted, he wasn't.
So I actually now have a question. It was about playoffs. Who in the playoffs? What playoff coach right now out of the 14 teams has a Super Bowl not named Mike Tomlin? I'll wait for that comment. As you're coming up with that answer, drop that one in the comment section below so we can figure out which coach that is. There's only one. Mm-hmm. So let's make sure we get it. I'm just saying. So that's telling me that out of the 14 coaches, 2 of them have Super Bowls. I'm just saying. And one of them is your coach. So keep whining, keep complaining. So were we consistent? Did I ask if we were consistent?
Not yet. But
okay, were we consistent? Gets a little dicey. Gets a little leaky.
This is for sure where the D got leaky. All right. I'm over here just like, it was a little bit rocky on that D side. A little bit rocky on the D side. Yeah. You know the D can get rocky. Sometimes it go up, sometimes it go down.
It was a little, yeah.
And then it act like it wanted to finish strong, and then it like tripped out for a little bit. I was like,
malfunction.
Yeah, I was like, hey. Too aggressive, not aggressive enough. And then it was just like, are we tripping? I think we tripping. Like, you might be tripping. Yeah.
The consistency this game. Yeah, I agree. It's like, and it was weird because it was like our offense became the most consistent aspect of us, and our defense, I don't know what in the world happened to those guys.
Offense figured it out. Defense couldn't find the hole anymore. We're like, defense, this is the A gap. Fit this hole. Defense, this is the coverage we're in, man. Keep your eyes on your man. Like, Oh, Tanisha, watching this tape, Tanisha. The amount of times it's the people too that are doing it. Like the specific, like, bro, you're way nicer than this. What are you looking at right now? Because you're nice, and you make a ton of plays for us, and you're tripping right now. And it happened like multiple times. You know how last week we was like, hey man, Aaron Rodgers didn't have his best game, and we're like, yo, that's one of our guys, but he was just struggling, and when he struggled, we could really feel it. Just whoever you would equate to the Aaron Rodgers of the defense, you know, in terms of that level of playmaking, talent, consistency, all world, you throwing that out there, and yeah, he had some eye violations. He had some looking. Yeah, he was looking a little bit too much. But like, bro, you see it too much right now. You a star, but you see it way too much. So I can't go with the consistency.
Yeah, the consistency. It's funny though, because I felt like the consistency flipped a little bit. It was like at the beginning, in the first half, I was like, this defense is phenomenal. Like the D was holding, everything was good. Then you flip to the second half, and I'm like, this O is where it's at. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, please. Like, what are we doing? I mean, I agree on the consistency.
Like a couple of weeks ago, we were all saying we were D lovers. Now we over here like, yo, is it time for the O?
We're not ready for that. We're not ready for that.
But like, I don't like. All right. Because I'm just like, oh Lord, like, man, this is getting wild right now.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. So then the next question is, did we get smashed?
Ooh, absolutely not. We did not get smashed. And this was the funny part, because I was curious to see statistically what it would have ended up as. But because of the Zay Flowers explosive plays, it felt as if like, oh man, they really like outdid us in that passing element. And that wasn't the case at all. I'm like, oh, it was literally just, you had not even 4, it was 3 below. Just freaking us. I was like, yo, and you don't even have one is like, yo, if you just make the freaking sack, you two guys got them wrapped up. Like whenever it's two, when it's 2 dudes on one, it's like, yo, that's not what you want.
2 dudes on one hole is not what you want in football.
That's not what you want. So when we see this, I'm like, yo, when we're the ones with the 2 guys, like, hey, this is what you want right here, right? Good, finish it. And it's like, yo, how y'all ain't do that? How that work out like that? And you see what happens, right? Boom, negative. All right, so but that was literally their passing attack. That was all the production right there. And then I guess their legitimate jump ball play, the likely over 5, right? 5.
Bless 5's heart today.
Some of my guys are against how aggressive he was on that play. They say take the layup, just bat it down. I'm a believer in stars being stars. So why would I expect Kobe Bryant to lay it up when he's on a fast break to win the game when he could punch it on somebody? Same with Bron, same with MJ. They going up top. They like, yo, just take the layup, man. The layup's there, just off the glass, we good. And it's like, no, you're a star for a reason. Go be a star. So I get it. Not everybody's going to believe, like, everybody's going to have that. Some people going to say, hey, man, knock it down, game's over. So I get it. But part of me is like, that's why we love Ramsey, because Ramsey doesn't play it safe. He doesn't play like he's a regular player. He believes he can make special plays, and that's what we've seen him do countless times. So, like I said, I can't go against that. But
it is what it is. Yeah, that wasn't his best. I will say, Josh the drummer 07. Listen, 2 guys giving D, and Lamar still got in the hole. I can't argue that.
That's why Lamar is Lamar. All right. Some people are the MVP. He's the MVP 2 times for a reason. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So did we get headboarded?
Ooh.
We just got headboarded on 2 plays, honestly.
I was like, say, literally, that was it. And I was thinking about Derrick Henry. I'm like, we actually, like, he had the one run that did count, but then the other one got called back. So, like, technically, he didn't get after us either. I'm like, you know what?
We did. I don't think we really did, though. Like, for the sake of conversation of what we try to do, like, I don't think we got headboarded. I think we're good on that.
We've experienced headboarding. That wasn't headboarding. We've experienced headboarding.
We've experienced headboarding.
Headboarded us. The Chargers, they got some headboarding in. All right. This was no headboard. All right. This we fought back. All right. We was like, all right. Yeah, you got skills too. Yeah, you're right. We do. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, chat. This is the question that we got to stay focused. All right.
Come on.
Okay.
Locked
this is
in.
the most important
Locked
question.
in.
We got this. What do you prefer this game? Do you prefer the O or the D? Okay.
Whew.
The O is the offense. The D is the defense. They have to work well together. We all are aware of that.
They all go together
because of experience. We know that works together. They, they work together. One goes in the other. We got that. But for this game, do you prefer the O or the D? Just put an O or a D in the comment
that simple.
section because we need to know. Because that's it. Just O or D.
We need to know.
This one's an interesting one because honestly, it could go either way. I think one played. I think without the D, the O struggled in the first half, and then the D like fell apart in the second half, and the O stepped up. So, what do we prefer? Do we prefer the O or the D?
Yeah. And maybe you look at the D, maybe the D wasn't big D this week. Maybe it was some little D, but it was still D. And you're like, any D is better than no D. Maybe you look at it like that.
Call your friends.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But maybe it was just like, they showed up enough. We had an interception by TJ Watt in the third quarter, right? Man, they the pressure of the field goal rush, hey man, that was D. That was D-ish enough. The finish. It was a grand finale at the end, right? Okay. We saw fireworks. We saw, scoreboards light up. I think we got some graphics that pop up that even show up with confetti and everything. It was like, they did that part, but yeah.
So let's see.
The O was fire. The O was definitely fire.
So first we have a D.
Shout out to Felicia. Shout out to Felicia. Lake Charles, Louisiana. All right. She said the big D. All right.
Okay. Tom said the O hit hard in fourth quarter.
Sometimes you got to go back to the O. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, we introduced the D to start the game out, but it was like, we needed the O to finish. Sometimes it's like that. It's like that.
Okay. Apollo said the big O. Big O. I know that's right.
Shout to you.
If that's what you're into, I love that for you.
Let's go, Apollo.
Zcaw said D gonna have to carry. O gonna struggle against that Texans front. Okay, but what about this game? What do we think about this game? So Erica
got a little O over there.
Okay. Yeah, says little O. Okay, I don't know if that was intentional or not. So there's that. The O.
Yeah, that's a heck of a name. I'm glad you deciphered through that one.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so Rod says both of them.
Both of them.
Okay. Leah says I'm at an impasse. I respect that.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes like that. Yeah.
Okay. Wendy says I need the O. I know that's right.
I could dig that. I could for sure dig that. And look, and the way that Rodgers delivered. You see what I'm saying? He took his time with us. I appreciate him taking his time. Like that whole bang that time out. Wait. We gotta get this just right. Bang another time out. I said, you know what? You actually caring about you care about our feelings. You care about what we need. You're real intentional here. Shout out to Rodgers and the O. Absolutely.
I love that. Let's see. Hebrew Life said the O. Okay.
Oh yeah. Shoot, if they feeling like this, imagine when we get Big DK coming back.
I know. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
All right. Okay.
Big Oh my goodness said, well, my name is literally Big O. So O it is. LOL. I love that.
That's right.
Okay. We have David coming in. David Decker coming in with the D. He prefers the D.
Okay. Big D. I see you, David. I see you.
Okay. We got Kenny with the O. All right. Let's see who else. Hannibal says D. He had to do. See, he couldn't stick to just the letter. He had to take it the extra.
Yeah, let you know.
Yeah. So I'm just doing the ones for this game. I see the comments for the Texans game, but we're not talking about that today.
Yeah, we ain't rushing on that.
Oh, let me tell you why we're not talking about that today. Pay attention to the screen because it is coming when I can find it. This is why we're not talking about the Texans today.
Woohoo!
Because they won the championship. We don't need to talk about the Texans today.
Hey now.
Right? There'll be plenty of time to talk about
T-shirt.
Yeah.
For
Let's see.
those that celebrate, for those that indulge, happy AFC North Championship Tuesday. For those that indulge, all right, happy 10-win season. For those that indulge, happy, hey man, your team is still working and playing this week. Oh, for those that indulge, not everybody even gets the opportunity to indulge in those particular holidays, but for those that do indulge, man, salute you.
And we'll end on this one. So Remix says the O was wetty.
Ooh, I dig that.
That's always a great thing. That is always a great thing. So anytime you can get that, I support that 100%. I support that. So shout out to the chat. So those are all of our questions. Those are all of our weekly football questions that we like to ask and engage with, because it's very important to us that we make sure that we talk about football in all the different ways that we can talk about football, because we're diverse over here.
And let's also say this. Shout out to y'all as well in the comment section. Sometimes you got to bring in the group, and it was like, y'all participated really well today. All right. Yeah, sometimes y'all a little bit too heavy-handed. Sometimes y'all a little bit too light with us, but that was like, I like how y'all showed up right there. All right. So shout out to every one of y'all that got in on that O and that D right there. All right.
Period. Love me a quickie. So as I'm going to the comment section, we have some super chats that have come in since we started doing our weekly segment. So let's see here. Let's start here. So AJ Martinez, and I'm going to now. Okay. Also, just so all of you know, this is the time in the show where I actually have to read the super chats. Okay? because, like at the beginning of the show, everything is fine, everything is great. But then as we get talking, I actually have to read the super chats. So I will be reading the super chats, just so you know. So it takes me a minute to put them on the screen. Just know it's because I'm just reading them just to double check. You know what I mean? Just checking them. So AJ Martinez, El Professor said, shout out, love to the GOAT chat.
Oh, we have this one.
Oh, I already read that one. Yeah, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. So here's Tyree McClendon, 6,200. Why does our cornerback struggle with communication only when wide receivers are in bunch sets in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, so bunch sets are designed to force communication, because you have to decide how do you want to play them. And a bunch can be aligned or it can be built. And what we mean by being built, it can start with just a tight end over there. Then you shift the wide receiver over, and then you motion the running back from directly behind the running, or from behind the quarterback to behind the tackle. And now you've created a bunch. How are we playing that? Well, who's working together in this bunch? Linebacker, safety, outside corner. Okay. Now you got the bunch that starts out wide, where it's just three fast wide receivers all the way outside. Who's working together? Outside corner, nickel, safety. Different group of people got to communicate with that. Are you playing it where we're locking it? And when we say lock it, meaning are we going to lock the point? And we're playing, I'm going to take the inside guy, you take the outside guy between those remaining guys? Or are we saying 1, 2, 3, those are my men, lock inside on 1, 2, and 3? But now, what if they cross when they come out the route? What if they all burst straight? These are all the different things that you have to process through. And remember, we're doing this in a split second. You're doing this pre-snap, but then pre-snap decisions change once post-season or post-play happens. Because once again, if we're locking the point, we're playing in and out. All right, how quickly did they do their exchange on the in and out? If it happens within 5 yards, hey man, you stay, I stay. If it happens within 10 yards, I'm buying that. Meaning I got to go with that. There are a lot of nuances with just playing the bunch. And that's not even, getting into, are we playing cover 4? Is it cover 2? Is it cover 1? Is it cover 3? Those are all the different things. And once again, when we talk about the personnel, how was it built? What did they just run? Is it 2 minute? Are we subbing into a package? It's a lot that you're processing through while still having to guard Zay Flowers. While still having to deal with Isaiah Likely, who are already, when they know, you can tell them, hey, I'm going to run 15 yards and we're going to stop and turn around. Yeah, good luck trying to stop it. It's still going to be a challenge. So that's the point of bunch routes. Or bunch sets on offense or building formation. That's why you hear me talk about that with Arthur Smith, and why I'm such a fan of it is because it makes you have to communicate. It makes you have to have uncomfortable conversations about, somebody's going to get the short end of the stick with this decision. When we say lock it 1, 2, 3, it's simple, but that means all three of us are screwed if they run any type of crossing because I got to make sure I don't run into you or you run into me while still trying to keep with this fast guy. If we say zone it all, great. That's cool. But now it's going to be soft spots where they're naturally going to be able to sit here and catch it. And now I got to tackle him. But y'all going to say, man, why you give up that 6-yard pass right there? Why you ain't jumped that right there? And it's like, hey, bro, we ain't supposed to at this call. So that's the reason, bunch concepts are challenging. And in the fourth quarter, it's not that they are more challenging in the fourth. It's just whatever they've been setting up, this is when you're now going to get it. So first 3 quarters, they might show you, man, every time in this formation, it's the same couple routes. All right, cool. Nothing crazy. Everything you see on film. So you're prepared for it. Fourth quarter hits now. Hey, man, remember those 2 new situations that we put in? This is for it right here. No different than when we watch how we will pick and choose when we want to start running our different fakes out of that tush push, how we want to do certain things where it's like, yo, why'd you bring this up right here? It's just, man, I'm setting up something. So that's, the big, reason why bunch sets, trip sets, and any of that type of stuff. Yeah, it's going to be naturally difficult to defend consistently. It's going to make you have to talk. And now when you start saying who's the corners last week, you had, was it Deshaun Jameson out there at one point? Pierre was back. JPJ, right? We talk about the different people that you use. Kyle Duggar's in there. All right, Kyle Duggar's out of there. Okay, it's Patrick Queen. No, it's Malik Harrison. No, it's Peyton Wilson. It's like a lot of pieces, man.
Yeah. I love that. There's another one here. Can it? Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
So this is from Z Cost, and it says, "Hey Moats, I said this offseason that I hated the DK plus third / Pickens plus second swap, and you disagreed. Hindsight is 2020, but how do you feel about it now?"
I still haven't changed on it. To me, watching GP get those numbers, if DK is playing with Dak Prescott and CD Lamb and they're throwing the ball as much as they do, he's going to also produce at a high level, and vice versa. If GP is in this offense exclusively right now, just like how DK is, his numbers are going to be very similar. That hasn't shifted for me. But what I do still love about this move is when I'm watching runs that I'm seeing happen versus the Lions and who is the lead blocker down the field, it's DK Metcalf. How many times have we watched DK Metcalf, even when he's tripping out, it's like, yo, you never question his effort, his commitment, his ability to block, and his desire to want to block. Right. We know some of the criticism surrounding GP as it pertains to that, but we know GP is all world in terms of going to get that football. Both things could be true. But at the same time, I also feel like the manner in which GP presents his frustrations on field do have negative impacts on how guys react to it in game. And we've all seen that as well. Whereas with DK, we know he's just as passionate, but that passion is more in the aggressive, I'm trying to physically change your mind with what I'm physically capable of, which is a little bit different from the football player's perspective. That's why you didn't hear me tripping when DK ran up on the Lions fan, because that still is, hey, yo, that's just a dude standing on business in any way, shape, or form. He's not going to tolerate disrespect. Not, man, I ain't get the ball right here. This play didn't work. Let me shut down and act like I'm a robot that just died. Right. Let me do the power. Or, man, I don't really want to get this block all the way. So let me act like, I'm gonna run my feet, And we've heard this. We've seen these. These aren't things I'm making up. That's not what we talk about with DK. So that's the big reason why, once again, I'm not like changing off of that. Still love what I saw from GP though. But it's two totally different systems.
And I think too, it goes back to that conversation of just in life where you're like, do you take the guy that you know what you're going to get from him? Listen, George Pickens is hella talented, hella athletic, all the things like this. So this is not talent wise, he has the talent. But is it worth
a shot at GP earlier today?
Is it all the extra? Like we saw what that was, and that just it didn't work for us. Wherever he goes, he's going to get paid a ton of money.
I would ask another question too. Great. Z Cost, which situation would you rather have right now? GP, who's in Cancun, or DK, who's getting ready to host a playoff game? Because it's man, the production was there, right? They scored a ton of points, right? Dallas, these receivers, unstoppable, right? Cincinnati, y'all said the same thing about them, right? A year ago. Hottest team, ended the season, 5-game winning streak, right? And both of them with these receivers and quarterback scenarios are in the same place right now.
If you drop your answer,
yeah.
Try to find it.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, cool. So let's get to the next super chat. And it is from James. And he said, Dr. T and Moats, thanks for the show today. I'm still basking in the glow of the win. I think our defense will actually match up and be okay next week too. What do you think? Peace and love. Appreciate the positive vibes.
They trying to get our heads up early.
Yeah, so I'll just say this. Yeah, I'll just say this. I like the matchup against the Texans. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
because we're gonna because we are going to talk about this tomorrow. We're going to have our victory formation show where we will talk all about the Texans. We'll give our thoughts. Yeah. So today is about us winning and being AFC North champions, and the season is over. So any of those, by the way, let me say this now: any season-ending questions that you might have that you've just been dying to know, or maybe you said something at the beginning of the year that's come true or something like that, and you want to drop those in the comment section. Drop those, because technically this is the last game of the regular season. So any of those like regular season thoughts, feelings, or whatever you had that you want to say how right you were about something or whatever.
Man, get it off. Absolutely get it off. Yes.
Or something that you didn't think was going to work actually worked and you like how it looks. Let us know all those things down below too, because this is the final game of the regular season. So,
and now we do have a full sample size of what did work and what didn't work. Granted, we're going to find out now the evolution of, do these things that we had success with in the regular season, will they translate in the postseason? But we've already proven that we're one of the best 7 teams in all of the AFC. We've already proven that. That's a hard fact. We've already proven that this is a 10-win, double-digit best team in the AFC North. Hard fact. No arguments, debates about that. Lamar Jackson played multiple games this season. Joe Burrow played multiple games this season. Heck, we even got to see Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders this season, right? So all of these things are there. These are all facts. So yeah, man, we can definitely talk any of that stuff now, man. I'm open. Oh, I love that, man. Shout out to you, Tanisha, and shout out to you, James Skicka, because you obviously, man, you called in, man. You were the homie, man. Always appreciate you. But yes, victory formation tomorrow, man. We're going deep. We got to go deep with it, right? Who don't let me go deep, right? So we're going to go deep on all of this tech stuff, because you know they say everything is big in Texas, right? Who don't want to deal with them Houston folk? Go down there to that. We ain't going back to Dallas. GP and Dallas. I shout out to GP and Dallas, but you know. So everything bigger in Texas, what they say.
Yeah, we'll go deep about that tomorrow. Today we're just doing the tip. So, so for AJ Martinez has another super chat, and it was. I'm
scared. Oh, I'm scared. It's
me. It's not you. I can't.
AJ get me nervous. I love you, AJ. You the man. You get me nervous though.
There was a period after is that
Ayo.
There's a period after mouth 55, no sticky mouth. I'm walking into everything today. Blessings to all. Shout out to Michelle. Happy birthday, Sonny or Tony, 29-year-old. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Michelle.
Tony.
Shout out to AJ.
Shout out to Michelle. Man. Happy birthday, Tony. Sorry.
All right.
I just couldn't quite. And then, like, what I said was in my head. Like, there's just a lot.
It wasn't. Yeah. I wanted my mind to go different, and it wouldn't work. It was like,
I was trying to recover. The more I laughed, the more I was like, can we talk about the tip and not that? Like that.
It's too in-depth. We're getting way too in-depth.
And then I saw mouth. And I couldn't.
Well, I saw mouth sticky. If I'm like, yo, don't put me. What do you say? Don't you include me in this, Ricky Bobby? I don't want no parts of that evil over there. Don't you put sticky mouth? Get it out of here. Just stay away. Stay far away.
I couldn't stay focused. I was doing my absolute best. And Leah says, "Lord have mercy, send the priest."
Send the
Like, I
damn.
was,
We need holy water
oh
on the
my
chat,
gosh.
holy water on
I
this
was
stream,
trying
holy water
so
on these
hard.
streams.
I was
Lord,
like, if I look hard at it, it will be fine.
if you look hard at it, it'll work. Just keep looking at it. It's gonna work. All right, it's gonna chill. All right, I'm feeling now. Here
Oh
it comes.
my
Here it comes. Just
gosh.
keep looking at it.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat. Okay.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
AJ,
Shout
man.
out to AJ. Shout out to happy birthday, Tony. Hope you have
And
a
Michelle. Shout out to
fantastic
Michelle.
birthday.
Big shout out to
Michelle,
Michelle. Yeah.
kudos to you, girl.
Shout
Kudos to
out to
you,
Michelle,
Michelle.
man.
I love that. Okay. So I don't know what happened there, but so let me get I really tried
Oh
my
man.
best. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for that. You know what's
AJ,
funny?
we blame you, AJ. You got it started with talking about Leaky D. All right, this is all. It started with you. Okay, just remember this today. You. Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is so when I like after these shows and I'm looking for clips, whenever we have moments where it's just laughing, it thinks that that's it. It thinks that it's like over, and so because nobody's saying anything.
We're like,
We're
no,
just
man, it's not done. We should, yeah.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, this crap is funny. This stuff is so funny. You
This-
all make this chat so funny. It's so
This
funny.
is
and
why
I
we
get
do
it.
it.
Yes, and the thing is too is some of you can see the chats. Like some things we just cannot put up on the screen.
Yeah.
We just can't. But it is funny, and we do see
Mhm.
it. And so shout out to you for keeping the chat funny. All of that, like I appreciate it. It's just we can't put it on the screen, but it is funny, and you guys have really great things to say that make a lot of
Mhm.
sense. So thank you for that because you all make the show. Like you make
Heck
it
yeah.
entertaining.
But you said, man, the
So-
way y'all participate, man, y'all let us know that y'all here, man. So we
Yeah.
appreciate it. Absolutely, every single one of y'all.
Yeah, I love it. I love all of that. So Remix had an interesting comment here. I love this. It says, I'm not going to lie. I hope the Cowboys keep GP because if he tests the market, I'm afraid the Ravens will swoop in on him. Pun intended. I love that.
Let's go. Shoot, we were talking about me and TG yesterday. He thinks, or we were both kind of just saying, man, Cleveland would make so much sense. You got the young quarterback, it's in the division, Shador. Obviously, man, it's like you get him a big target.
Mhm.
Like, yo, keep him out the division, man. Don't let them
Yeah.
make it back in this division, man.
I
Don't do
love
that.
it.
That's fine.
Big O, my goodness, said, I look crazy laughing to myself at work. AJ, thank you.
Look at the office and wherever they working at with their headphones in, it's just like, yo, why are they over there just
because I literally thought like yeah, and then I said I was gonna read them, and once it was on the screen, I was like, that's on the screen. Like it is what it is.
I just
So-
couldn't get past the first sentence. I'm like, yo, is that what I think? That's all right. Okay, all right, okay, all right. I think we're here. Yep. Think we're there now.
Gonna go with it.
Yep.
We're just gonna go with it. Oh my gosh, too funny. Also, I just want to address this because everybody says this.
Mhm.
You don't need a win filter on your mic. Yes, I do, because you don't know this, because
Mhm.
I have a heater blowing right next to me that you cannot see that is blowing. That is why I put this on. I had to learn why I needed this on, but I have a heater that is literally blowing on me right now. The heater is blowing on me. Go figure. So that is why I have this wind filter on, because of the wind that is blowing in my face. And then if it gets hot in here, I will turn it off, and then I have another thing right here. So yes, I do need it. I know a lot of people get triggered because they think that I don't need it. I actually do, because I'm a weirdo. I'm like your grandma that has the heater burning right next to them. It is a lot.
It is funny though, like you
Yeah.
said, you like, yo, it's some people, man, it's a trigger for them, like, yo, why
It's
do you have
such a
that?
trigger.
I have to say that. Or imagine if you came up and like you just had mismatched like something on. They're going to put, you know, that doesn't go right. You know you have that on, and something's can you see this? You'd be like,
I know. And it's
Yeah,
funny too because like I believe it or not, I've had a channel for 3 years.
Yeah.
And there was always a noise in the background that I hated, and I could nobody told me. And then finally someday somebody was like, do you have a fan in the background? And I was like, I do have a fan in the background. How did you hear that? And they're like, because of your mic. So I'm also getting another mic. So I know there's a lot of people that triggers. And hey, if you don't like my mic, I don't care. but that's why. So there is a fan blowing next to me. That is why I have this, and it has helped with my sound tremendously. And if you and thank you for noticing and paying that much attention that you had to say something in the comment section. Thank you. Let's see. Who else has something? I started something else. Hold on. It was funny. Oh, this one. David Decker says, Moats and Dr. T, happy Tuesday. I just thought of this. Why do these 2025 Steelers remind me of the 2005 Steelers? Don't say that too loud.
I'm about to say, definitely don't say that too loud. But I think for a couple of reasons, though. Number one, you feel confident with your quarterback play. You feel like you have a guy that even in the face of adversity, he's always going to give you a legitimate chance, not a I hope and pray chance, which to me are very different. I think that's the big difference surrounding the feelings about this playoff team in comparison to the past, however many playoff teams there's been since 2016, 2017 timeframe, right? That to me is one of the big reasons why we feel like that. We also feel like defensively we have stars, and with those stars, granted, I feel like 05, it was a lot more consistently stout, but we know it was a different time also. But the thing that this defense still does extremely well, like that defense did in 05, is they take the ball away and they create pressure. They create sacks. Those are the things. Now, granted, 05, it was like, yo, you can't even run the football against them. And that's the crazy stout part that made it just so challenging to deal with. But with our defense, it's heavy pressure. They're going to make, even this game versus Baltimore, it's like you could see where Lamar was under duress. He just did some Houdini stuff at times, and those Houdini plays turned into big Zay Flowers touchdowns. But you see how we attack you, and I think that's those similarities. But the quarterback play to me is the big reason that we feel that, because it's like, we got a dude that is legit right now.
Yeah. I think the other thing is it's because we believe in the team. It's because this is the first time in a long time where we think that we have a quarterback that can get it done. We're trusting the team. That's why it feels like that. And I think so many times we forget about just the basic fundamentals of like how we feel. And the way that we feel is we feel good. We've seen the flashes. We've seen the moments. We all probably thought something was going to happen against Detroit and those running backs. We all probably thought when the Colts were on their heater, we could never beat them. We all probably thought, right? Like we all have these thoughts.
Remember, we had never won in New England, right? Can't win in New England.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I think what's happening is that we're starting to believe. And I think when you start to believe, now you're comparing things to positive things. That is what we do as humans. Like that's just what we do as humans.
That's why you got a PhD, yo. You better keep talking. You better keep talking.
And so that's what I always tell people. And that's why I always say, trust how you feel. That anxiety that you feel is because you don't trust something. But when that anxiety goes away, that means that you're starting to trust. That means that you're starting to believe. And now we're getting positive comparisons. And
see, I'm gonna be smart like you when I grow up. Oh, I gotta go read a book. I'm about to go read me a book. I'm going to read a book. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man!
We're guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. That's the same thing that I tell people whenever we were having like the luck conversation.
Yeah,
you have to pick and choose what you call luck. Because for those of us that work our butts off, I've never heard a successful person say, I got lucky. I don't think I got lucky because I know the work I put in.
Right.
And so for me, it's one of those things that depending on what you're around, that changes how you see things. And once you start see things going positively, then you start associating with positive things. That's just
and another thing in terms of why we should feel confident and why we should have more optimism. Last year, we were limping into the postseason, right? What was our record down the stretch? We talked about that was one of the big reasons why a lot of people wanted to move off of Russ because those final 5 games of the regular season, we went 4-1. That's what we did. And the one that we did lose, right? We lost the weirdest of all the weird ones, right? It was like, versus all the quote unquote teams that had nothing or backs against the wall having to have must wins. We beat all of them and lost to the team that was, just pissed off in the rival, which was super weird. But to me, I think that's another reason why we should feel, or why as a whole, we do feel a lot better, because 4-1 going into the postseason with a quarterback that has already done it before, with the quarterback that has already been atop the mountaintop as an individual in the regular season in terms of multiple time MVPs before.
Yeah.
Heck, we are even seeing him be one of the key catalysts throughout the whole season, exceeding expectations for what we thought he would be able to do from a production standpoint this year. I think all of those reasons are why we feel good. Even to the point where, this isn't my thing, right? But people love offense. People feel confident when they got the football in their hands. People feel confident when they just think that they can score, right? Whereas, me, I'm like, yo, I hate the fact that defense allowed them points at the end of the game. I hate the fact defense ended it like that. It's people that's like, yo, man, where offense showed up, bro, I'm living with that. I love that. Let's go. So that's also part of why you should be feeling confident, because you do have an offense that is showing that, it might not come out the gate and score 20 points in the first quarter, but in the end of the game, when it matters the most, they are down for whatever. And we've seen that plenty of times this season.
Yeah. I think too, what I've realized about this team is we feel like we have more to give. And I also think that is another factor, because we know that we've been without DK. Like, we know that. And so he's coming back. And now even the people that were injured that just came back, they're now getting another week of practice. Our assumption is they're going to get better, right? TJ Watt's going to look a little bit better. We know we are expecting Jalen Ramsey to look better. So it's like everything, we feel like we're trending up. And I think anytime you're trending up heading into the playoffs, because we've gotten into the playoffs before and we've all been like, well, who are we going to have out there?
Sorry, like, time now. Yeah.
Yeah. What is this going to look like? Hope we don't get blown out. So I think too, our team is just, we're trending upwards. We're healthy. We haven't been able to say that in a long time.
Yeah. And we actually have a legit matchup that we feel good about. Yeah. It's not like when we're looking, it was like, hey, man, you ready to go face Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on the road? Ha! You're like, oh, Lord. Good luck. TJ, do you got any one of those interceptions up your sleeve? Heck of a first quarter. We got to do it 3 more times now. Ha!
Yeah. I think the other thing too is like, we actually have an offensive line too that we trust. And I think that's also been something where now obviously that offensive line is about to get tested, which is fine because that's how this goes. But I think that is another thing that makes us, we feel like we have a good team. Like,
Tanisha, you ready for this? How do you feel about the quarterback matchup, this playoff matchup, in comparison to the past 6 years that we've been doing these past 10 years, right?
That was the one thing.
Come on now.
Like, that one.
How do you feel about that one? Well, I like all of that. Which you taking a quarterback?
Yeah.
Not the case right now. Not the case. That's another reason. Quarterback matters, but we already knew this. We minimize the quarterback's role when it fits certain narratives, or when they try to, hey man, this guy sucks because of this, or the postseason record. But it's like, show me in any of those games, or in how many of those games did we have the A side with the quarterbacks in that matchup? Just show me. Could have been in the Buffalo Bills games. No one want that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's I will say this. It is nice to be on this side of what's happening. That is fantastic. So the other thing is too, and we're gonna end the show here in a little bit. What are you most what are you most proud of, like, in the regular season? Like, what is something that you could say, you know what? The regular season is over.
Oh, it is easy.
And I'm really proud of. What is that for you?
Man, they didn't blink. They never stopped. There's so many reasons why they should have sold, quit, fired, not showed up. There were so many reasons why they should have, stop playing hard, stop practicing, stop preparing for games. It shows with certain teams. Trust me, you want to watch, look at the Jets. You want to watch, look at the Titans. You want to watch, we can go down that list. Look at the Cardinals.
Yeah.
There's plenty of teams where dudes have clearly checked out. Coaches have checked out. You can tell. Not once here. With all the expectations, with all the pressure. Heck, when it's so loud and so chaotic, we talk about that Bills game, man, because to me, I'm still hot about it. But we're trying to be a little bit more forgiving, right? What they say, be professional, take the high road, right? That's what we're trying to do with it. But to me, man, the fact that this team always responded to the adversity wherever it showed up, whether it was on offense, whether it was on defense, whether it was on special teams, whether it was in the form of an injury or a suspension, they just keep showing
Kept
up, keep
going.
responding. So to me, that was the thing that I was just like most impressed with, because it's not a guarantee that your team's going to do that. And when you factor in how many transplants that we have, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, Kenneth Gainwell, right? DK Metcalf. These are all new people that had never been a part of our culture, never been a part of our fan base, and you know how it can get, right?
Yep.
Never been a part of every single week it being talked about, it having so many eyes on it and it meaning so much. Not everybody knows how to respond to that.
Yeah.
But to see that all of those guys were responding like that lets me know that also, once again, top down, the messaging, Coach Tomlin.
Yeah.
So that's it for me, man. Absolutely. Or the thing that I'm most proud with, because you're not going to always talk about them 193 regular season wins, you know what I'm saying? And them 10 regular season. You're not going to talk about my man being ninth all time. You're not going to talk about that one. Winning the division when they was just talking about fire that man. He was trying to fight his son and everything. That was just a couple weeks ago, right? You know we could talk about if I wanted to, but I wanted to be a little more positive, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm celebrating, I'll be like, yo, keep the haters out. Some people want the haters to come in so they could like stun on the haters. I don't want to see the haters. I'm team, block a hater, ignore a hater, respond to everybody but the haters. You dig me? That'd be my out of sight, out of mind. I can't respond. You can't get in.
That's fair.
Get out of here. Shoot.
Yeah, I think I've been actually really impressed by our depth. And I think that there's been years past where if TJ ran off the field, I would almost be like, oh, great. Or if Cam Hayward ran off the field, I would be like, oh my gosh. If certain things happened, I would be like, oh gosh, now he's down.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this was the first year where I was like, all right, let's see what so-and-so can do. All right, well, let's see. And as we started seeing more and more and more and more of them, it became even just like more fun to watch than when the other guy came back. And so it was nice to just see them this year have options. It was nice that even when we needed more, they went and got more. That was cool. Do I wish they would have gotten a receiver too? Yes, but they tried. They tried multiple different things. It just didn't work. Yeah. Even that makes me feel good. The fact that we know they tried lets me know that they know we needed to know that. Because
kept trying.
And kept trying. Like sometimes I feel like it's like a wall of silence where it's like we think this and we're whining and we're complaining and like they're doing it. They just don't ever let us know. So, I feel like our depth this year was impressive, and I feel like the health was impressive. So just overall, I feel like those were the two things this year where I was just like, I am proud of this, because in years past, I've been like, oh gosh, okay, we're in the playoffs, but who's going to be playing? Who's going to be out there? You think about it,
that depth has definitely showed offensive line wise, right?
Yeah.
We don't have Broderick. At times we haven't had Seyu Malu. So we've gotten to the Andres Peets, the Dylan Cooks, the Spencer Andersons of the world. When you talk about the wide receiver room, right? We were trying to trade for Jacoby Myers. That doesn't work. Okay. Well, what did we do after that? We went out and got MVS and then went and signed to Adam Thielen. It was like, all right, we're going to find somebody to come in here and help us. Yeah. We don't care how you got here. Can you help us defensively? Man, more injuries, right? Deshaun Elliott. We ain't had him since week 6, if that.
Yeah.
Kyle Duggan, can you get on this moving train? Jabril Peppers, can you get on this moving train? Right? We talked about James Pierre and his development from a depth standpoint. It's like, man, love it. So I'm with you 1,000%, man. Besides, everybody knows, man, the deeper you can go, the better, man. Sometimes you got to go deep into this thing to make sure that you can still produce. And if you can go deep and still produce, man, that's a sign of a good team.
Absolutely. Out. Sign me up for that any day of the week and twice on Sundays. So glad I called. Oh, Cam.
That's my little brother. Cam OK. This is like blood, like my blood little brother. Like grew up in the same household. Like this, like my diehard, like love, like Ryan Moats, Derek or David Carr, Arian Foster, D'Amico Ryan. Like me and Lil Brock could like remember us. Like yo, it's D'Amico. Like yeah. Like he's like. Andre Johnson with the like when Andre put the beats on Cortland Finnegan, me him like like he do it like this is his squad. So we've been talking the past couple of days around it. Yeah, this is for sure. So he know what time I'm more. He didn't got me the past couple of matchups because of my Bills. You feel me? Like his Bills, the Texans over here like y'all want to fight you. Okay, so I'm hoping now that I'm gonna use my other team and be like, you know what, bro, y'all a bad matchup for this Bills. I don't really like that well. I'm gonna see what these Steelers talk about. All right, hopefully I got a better outcome this time because he didn't got me these past couple, but
well, you know the saying, if you can't win, you gotta go grab your friends. Giants. You gotta go try it again.
Like I'm trying to Bills matchup. Bills matchup, like yo, it's just postseason, regular season, it's awkward. Yeah.
I love it. Well, he says, like, glad I caught the live. Going to be a fun one. I'm the op this week, but it's all love, bro.
Hey, let's go, man. Love you too, man. It's true. He got a big strip. He does powerlifting and working out, man. So he has a competition coming up this weekend, man. So I'll be tapping in, supporting you, man. Look, hopefully you win that, and then you can lose on Monday. Okay, that's the goal. All right, yeah.
Win your competition, lose next on Monday. Starts losing. Yeah, you win that this week, and then next week you start losing. Well, we're going to end the show. At the end of this, you're going to see Moats' exit, so stay tuned for that because he used to play in the NFL and he was amazing. And nobody still has told me if they've had 16.5 sacks in the NFL. Still haven't seen that. I'm okay if you tell me if you've had 0.5 sacks in the NFL. That will be okay. So his exit will be at the end of this. But is there any? Oh, and then tomorrow we will be live exclusively on Arthur Moat's channel talking about the Texans. So this show was about the Ravens winning the AFC North. Season is over, regular season, get it all out.
Coach Tomlin getting that 193rd regular season win to tie him for ninth all-time most winningest head coach with former Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Chuck Noll as well. So shout out, man. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, and so that is what this is about. I have a super chat. I'll do the super chat and then, oh wait, no. I want to just send everybody off with this from our coach. Look at this man.
Look at him.
Love it.
Look at him.
Look at him. There you go. And if you don't like it, like I always say,
we do not care.
Period.
We don't care.
We don't care. So let's get the super chat. And the super chat is from King Cam 901. Should we bring in Raheem Morris as the DC next season, depending on how our season ends, or do we keep TA? Me personally, I prefer someone new. Are we really having this conversation before our playoff game? Is that what we're doing? What are we doing? You guys.
I mean, TA is what, top 5 right now in terms of getting takeaways on defense. I got to look, but I know they're going to be up there finishing top 5-ish in terms of sacks on quarterbacks. They struggle with allowing yardage. Good, though, in terms of scoring defense. I'm not tripping on TA. And I also think of continuity as well. I'm not big on just switching for the sake of switching. If that was the case, they would have done that with Brian Flores. But even when we signed Brian Flores to come and be a part of that defensive staff, defense was already a top 10 defense before that season had happened. So those are the things to me that's like, man, I would love for Raheem Morris to come in and be a part of it and treat it no differently than Brian Flores. But I also feel like for Raheem Morris, he's going to get an opportunity to be a DC somewhere because it's not the stigma that is coming, that was with Brian Flores at the time with that Dolphins scenario. But it's just like, how do you justify you're moving on from a guy that is getting production, that is statistically getting production, but we're also feeling it and you're still winning? That's the other part. That's when, you start making changes just for the sake of making changes. It doesn't always fly the same, right? And you don't necessarily get the same level of grace either. And I think that those are some of the factors that kind of go into this thing. So, like I said, man, I'm a big Raheem Morris fan. And I do feel like, man, whenever Coach T does decide to hit you, I'm gone, I would love for Raheem Morris to come in here and be the guy. Like, I think that continuity, that same voice, same style, like, I love that. Now, I know people going to want offense. And if you want that, then, yeah, definitely don't do Raheem. But to me, man, that's just a little Tomlin. Like that's that. Like seriously, that's a little how he talks. Like you listen to what he's like, how we speak is like, yo, that's that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, when the season's over, we have plenty of time to talk about that. I just the other thing I want to say, and then we'll end with you, is if you want us to be back on only talking about football and being very serious and being very intentional, this is not the show for you. Okay, we're gonna laugh. For sure, we're gonna laugh. For sure, we're gonna tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the Houston Texans. We laugh. Okay, this is fun. Football is fun. It is not supposed to be this thing where you're we're not playing. We don't have to make a tackle. I don't have to study film like that. This is fun. We are fans. You're supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have fun. So we're going to have fun. So just because we're talking about the Houston Texans tomorrow, don't you think for 1 second that is not going to be for fun. And before we end the show, just to show you how much fun this is, AJ Martinez has gifted somebody a membership. So if you get that membership, don't forget to tune in to every single thing Arthur Moats is doing on his channel. You will not regret it. And we're going to play his video, and then you will laugh, you will enjoy it. And then we come back, we'll end with you.
And welcome to the upper room.
Awesome. So we're ending with you. So what thoughts do you have?
You know, on my side of it, man, let's see. AFC North champs, 10-win season, 193 regular season wins for the big dog. Coach Mike Tomlin ties for 9th all time, and every coach that you ever have seen coach, heard about, or even thought about coaching at this level, all of them are included on that list as well. It is beautiful, but he's only done it in 19 seasons, and he's currently in that 19th one. I guess he can't get any more regular season wins since now it's postseason time. You know how that goes, but he does have time to add to all them postseason wins and those AFC championship wins and Super Bowl appearances along with his Super Bowl win, and he does have a second Super Bowl trophy, but we'll leave that for another day. All right, so that's what I want to just end today, or because I'm feeling real good about the situation. And let's see, one final thing. If you celebrate Victory Tuesdays and Victory Wednesdays and Victory Thursdays, Victory Fridays, Victory Saturdays, Victory Sundays, all the way to Game Day Mondays for the postseason, then you're in the right place, baby, because that's gonna be all week long. Let's go.
Period. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Okay. You see that improvement? We got to improve perimeter. You see these borders improved? You see? He's improving. He's a starter. He's a starter, folks, for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're funny.